and welcome to your meditation. Thank you for taking the time to be with me today and for giving yourself the opportunity just to create stillness and calmness. It is my belief that if we do this, we give ourselves the opportunity to move into our dharma, our essential self, our core self, a place where we were when we arrived on this planet. By moving into our essential self, we can surface a natural turning point in the body, the mind, and the soul, almost like a formula that removes blocks or allows blocks to dissolve. It's almost like you reappear. So for this practice, take the opportunity to sit back and relax, making sure that your spine is fully supported, that you're able to close your eyes, it's safe enough to do so, and that your space is fairly quiet so you can listen to your breathing, and you can listen to your thoughts, you can listen to your body, and allow yourself to soften just for a moment. One of the first practices of moving towards your dharma is patience. Meditation is a perfect exploration of patience, whether it be comfortable, blissful, or full of discomfort. Every practice will be completely different. So we initially sort of drop the judgment by breathing into stillness. So just take this opportunity at this time before moving deeper into your awareness of how your breath is. Feel the coolness of the breath moving into your nose, and then journey with the inhalation and the exhalation. One inhalation and one exhale is the simple identity of what life force is. As we breathe in, we almost drink life in, expanding. We expand to a point that has a limit, and at that point we let go, we release, we surrender. It is too the same practice with life. We take in, we explore, we expand, we meet our limits, and then we have to let go, essentially surrendering into a new expansion, a new awareness of growth, pushing through. So the second practice of Dharma is control, personal control, meeting with our personal edges. So you can see this with the breath. Edges are uncomfortable. Edges are generally part of everyday life. That's why the breath, or the edge of the breath, is a signal to how edges in our lives can be perceived as awkward, but ultimately essential for growth, because the contraction and release, and then the contraction and release, are part of our pulsing life. Same as the heart, expansion and release. So maybe at this time it would be a perfect opportunity just to take note of something in your life that may be causing you to feel the contraction, to feel the edge, to feel the resistance, the restriction, something that may be uncomfortable, a situation that is maybe out of your control, and allow the feelings to come up. This is so valuable in meditation, is for not to disallow to be uncomfortable, to feel the sensations of feeling hot, the tightening of the chest, perspiration, annoyance, frustration, irritation, but to allow them just to come up to the surface. So thereafter, there will be release. Having the space to acknowledge something that is of a significant edge resistance in your life allows you to honor your feeling, the expression that you have of that very slight moment, and it is just a moment in time, very brief if we allow for it. We tend to feel that we have to bury our expression of our edges, and then we find containers for them in our physical body. They are not necessarily the healthiest of ways to heal. When we explore our feelings, we can reason with them. And by reasoning with them, this comes to the third aspect of dharma, is we understand ourselves so much better. We can see ourselves, and the relationship with self starts. This is self-mastery. This is the way of the teacher-student, forever learning and forever allowing yourself to share. With reason, then we can forgive ourselves. We can make grace with all of the aspects of self. So just taking a moment to observe how you are feeling throughout your physical body, starting around the extremities of your toes and your fingers and feeling the sensation within, the meridians of the hands and the feet, all of the sensation through the fingers and the toes into the limbs of the arms and the legs, the whole length of your limbs, the meridians of the arms and the legs, the surface tension. Give yourself a moment just to see if you can relax even more. Allow everything to settle, and maybe adjust at this time if you feel that you're still not resting your spine enough. Allow your breath to become a normal breath, considered but just a resting breath. Imagine that your body is resting back in a warm bath, and that you can feel the water resting against your skin. This allows you to become aware of the surface of your body, the sensations of the skin. And with this, you can rest even more into the space that you're taking up within this practice of meditation, within this practice of resting. One thing we tend to not do as adults is comfort ourselves well. This is that opportunity, that space and time where you can be guided by voice, by the vibration of voice, and just capture that moment where you truly, truly care for yourself. It is part of being human that we suffer, and we suffer within our edges. We suffer at the points where we misunderstand our experience as something that is blocking us, but essentially it is something that is moving us forward. This is a safe space, a comfortable space where you can release and practice as often as you like to move closer to the subconscious way of you experiencing your life, following the breath journey, the inhale, the exhale, the expansion, release, the contraction, the surrender. Ultimately, this space brings back your personal power. You become more expansive than your skin. It moves your awareness into your field of existence, into your field of awareness, your energetic field, a space around you that is constantly in motion. It's a field, it's an atmospheric field of awareness. Expand your new joy of understanding your condition, your energy into this field of awareness, almost like a second layer of experience. And be creative. Pour into it exactly who you are at your core. Allow it to rotate. Then take this focus as the energy drops down or rests down through to your feet. Your feet are your grounding, your feet are your stability, your feet are your presence. Honor them with a sense of this energetic field pulling up through the feet, through the ankles, through the core of your legs, into your spine once again to filter out through the top of the head. So there's a beautiful rotation, a rotation of awareness that spirals outward into your field. There is no other field as yours. It's your energetic suiting. It is so beautiful, it is so divine. It holds all of your information, all of your stories, all of your presence. Breathe in. Well, if your mind is now starting to think this is completely crazy, that's okay. That's okay too. Again, as we did at the beginning of the practice, take a moment to see, observe and feel how you are, how you feel, which parts of your experience are softening, which parts of your experience are the strongest, which parts of your experience feel the most awkward, the most rested, the most blissful. And once again, breathing all of it, breathing the whole experience. As we deepen, sometimes things can rise to the surface that not so much shock us, but disturb our natural state because they're being released. Sometimes they can feel angry, resentful, disappointed, many different things, many sort of denser, heavier feelings. And this is fine. This is perfectly fine. As it transcends, it evaporates. And again, breathe this experience. That's why so many people say that when they start to meditate, they give up so soon because of the discomfort. And they're missing out. They are missing out on the true essence of the relationship with themselves and their environment. And with a regular practice like this, one thing you will notice is how relationship changes. relationship not just with other human beings, but relationship with self, relationship with food, with nature, with work, with all of the roles that you play in this life. They shift and they become not so much effort-based, but that released sense of self is more likely to make better decisions. So I'm going to bring us back now. Just awakening from the depth, the finer, more subtle value of you to your surface. And do this just by moving the arms and the legs, the fingers, the toes, awakening the eyes, breathing deeply the breath. So good. So very, very good to have this time to, in the power of now, as Eckhart Tolle would say, in the power of you right now. Oh, friends, watch how when you move back into your practice of life, things change. Thank you for taking the time to practice this with me, to show yourself compassion, and ultimately create a ripple effect of compassion throughout your world. I love you. Namaste.